Kenya recently held its second Land Investment Expo, presenting a great opportunity for people to inquire more about land, which continues to be the #1 investment choice.
Land remains one of those items that most households still have on their to-buy list. And we are seeing a lot of interest right across the country. Previously, we probably see it located around, say, Nairobi, but now right across the country, in all the various counties, there's a lot of activity in purchase of land, subdivision of land, transfer of land. So the activity in terms of land purchase and transfers all over the country is quite high.
Kenyans are very passionate about land. Kenyans will go to court to protect their right to land, and even when you have a situation where there's an issue on a property, and or maybe it becomes very expensive for this person, maybe because of mortgages and interests and all that, the Kenyan will really try to ensure that the last item they want to part with is land. And most of the acquisitions we see are actually cash. People save to buy land. And so really the phenomenon with Kenyans and land is that land is really a status symbol. And until a Kenyan acquires land, there's that feeling that you haven't achieved much.
Real estate agents drawn from across the country gathered in Nairobi to showcase some of their properties.
This is not our first time, this is actually our second time at the Land Expo. The reason why we came here is to get clients, also a different variety of clients. So far, the response has been good. It's a lot of Kenyans actually investing in land because the projects we have was started last year, and at the moment we have sold quite a number of plots.
Demand for land has grown over the years, which in turn has led to the escalation of land prices.
Our population is growing. We are talking about 44 million Kenyans. Just listening to the CS Treasury the other day, said last year we created about 800,000 jobs. These are people who are going to demand houses. Some of them have to invest, and part of where they're going to invest is to buy land. So if you look at that, just that activity alone tells you where this demand is coming from. Land is also is finite, is a small portion of land. Kenya is not a very huge country. So you can actually find these activities are based on the little that is available, but also the numbers and our incomes are growing. So a lot of things are working towards pushing demand for land.
However, land remains an emotive issue in a country where ownership of huge tracts of land remains exclusive to a few.
Several individuals are holding a lot of land in Kenya, and most of that land has been left fallow and is not being used. The second part of the maximum acreage bill is to address the issue of how do we ensure that there is enough productivity from the use of land. Of course, there are issues that have to be looked at. The Constitution in Article 40 states that any person has a right to own property wherever they want. It does not give the maximum acreage of property that you can own.
The proposed law, which is already causing controversy, seeks to limit the amount of land an individual can hold.
The main issue has been that we need land. Everybody needs land. We also need land for agricultural purposes. And if individuals also own land, and that land is lying fallow, it is not then going towards the productivity of the country. And that is the philosophy that the bill is trying to address. But there's bound to be a lot of constitutional challenges because of the right to own property.
What you as an owner of property need to know about your constitutional or protection in law with regard to ownership. And in Kenya, basically, you start with the Constitution. You got Article 40 that gives protection to right to ownership, and also gives out circumstances where your right to ownership can be affected. And those circumstances are only in instances where the state can compulsorily acquire because of public need for your land, or if it is found that you are in any way, you irregularly acquired the title that you hold. That is the only instance under the Constitution that you are supposed to lose your title. And the same position has been reiterated in the land statute.
As it is, there are plans to repossess the land that was irregularly acquired.
Land is an emotive issue in Kenya. Indeed, even during the Kriegler report, land was itemized as one of the issues that we needed to deal with. How many people are holding land? How is the land registered? We have to deal with the question of the land registries. The best way to deal with the land issue of land is first to audit land. We have to audit land, and we know land is in whose hands.